Yeah, let's make sure we stay on those likes today. I know y'all got me on Wednesday, but it's Friday. It's Friday. And guess what? I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. We can make this a 6-hour live, or I can stretch this thing to a 15-hour live. But if we don't get the likes right today, believe me, I'll be on that couch chilling on my phone until I see fit. All right. All right, here we go. Jane testifies that Diddy wanted her to be wild and sexual. So we jumping right into it, right where we left off yesterday. Jane testified that she traveled to Las Vegas with Diddy around 2023. She flew on Diddy's private jet to get there, and they had a hotel night. So now we got Diddy transporting them on his own. You know what I mean? We got Diddy transporting them on his own, on his private jet that he co-owned because he don't own it right out. She also confirmed that she had X with an entertainer. She testified yesterday that entertainers were other men who would have X with Combs' direction. So there we go. We got the enterprise, we got the flights, we got the victim. Yes, she's a willing participant. We get it, we get it, we get it. But she flew across state lines, paid for by Diddy. And once she got there, the crime that was committed was paying the escorts. Now, we can't call them escorts because escorts only escort. They're your companion. They might go to an event with you. That's not illegal. You can pay someone to be your escort. Excuse me, ma'am, can you escort me for the evening? I take her to an event. She's my escort. But once you pay them, it becomes prostitution. Now, prostitution is legal in Nevada, but it ain't federally. And it became a federal crime because they flew across state lines. So that's where they're getting all of this from. And the enterprise booked the flight. So the enterprise is the transportation, the enterprise booked the hotel, and Diddy paid these escorts, but they won't be escorts. They will be prostitutes. So there you go. That's where the RICO part is coming from. This is the enterprise doing it. But then you got your two charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. And then you also got the X trafficking, which are individual charges outside of the RICO. But once you put the RICO in there, you can still get those charges up under the RICO because you got the enterprise. You see how they did that? You see how they did that? So they're doubling up on it because these charges won't be individual charges. It will be the RICO charge. Even if it is X trafficking, it would be up under the RICO charge. But then you also got the individual X trafficking charge. You see what I'm saying? That's how the feds do it. They doubling up, but it wouldn't be X trafficking. It'd just be the RICO charge, and then you got the 2 X trafficking and 2 prostitution. That's a good way to do it. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, it's like, damn, that's a cold way to get you. Because these crimes aren't going to be individualized up under RICO. The RICO is his own charge, but the crimes done up under that gives you the RICO. It's a bad motherfucker right here. But that's why they came up with the RICO, because it was so hard to catch these mob bosses because they weren't hands-on with it. They weren't touching money. They weren't touching drugs. But the enterprise is the one doing all of it. It's a good move, but it's all in the black and white. And you would think someone like Diddy, with all of these lawyers around them, would know, hey, man, you shouldn't be doing this. If we know about not doing this, and we regular folk. All right. James also said that Diddy used the term freak to refer to her, sometimes by saying he wants his freak. She said it meant that Combs wanted to be wild and sexual. Wow. Okay, here we go. A video recording captures a conversation between Jane Doe and Diddy and another man. So now we got an actual recording. Jane says she asked Diddy to allow the men he directed her to have sex with to wear rubbers during a hotel night on several occasions. Combs was typically dismissive, she said. A video recording of a hotel night captured a conversation between Jane Doe, Diddy, and a man named Don. In the recording, Jane could be heard asking Don to wear a condom, but Diddy intervened, expressing his disapproval. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. Uh, she said, wait. Okay, we at the top. Prosecutor Comey asked Jane why she needed Combs' permission to have sex with a man. she was having X with to wear a condom. Jane said she seemed to get emotional on the stand and said she was still trying to process that. She said she didn't insist on using a condom because Combs would be unhappy. When asked why there was a recording of that hotel night, Jane said because Sean liked recording me and the entertainers. Damn. Damn. So they got a video recording. So she asked Diddy to allow the men she was directed with to have on a video recording captured Jane Combs and the man in the Jane is asking. So they actually got a videotape of Diddy in there. She talk about can they wear protection? Diddy's talking about nah. Damn, they got this nigga on tape. So now we got the prostitution and we got Diddy telling them no. So Diddy's leading it. There's your P-tuition and your ex trafficking right there in one videotape. There you go, right there, guys. Now, were there drugs present? Because if Diddy gave them drugs, then we got another charge. Oh, wow. All right. Jane testifies about the time she cried after hotel nights. Jane was sniffling off and on as she testified about the two times she recalled crying after a hotel night. The first time she cried after a hotel night was early in the relationship at the Waldorf in Beverly Hills. She said she thought they were just going to have a one-on-one date, but then Combs said they would have an entertainer, but it would be quick. Jane said the entertainer was there for 18 hours. Quick. Well, uh, a hotel night, a proper freak off for Diddy is 4 to 5 days. So 18 hours is pretty quick if you're really thinking about it. Remember, the first night that Diddy flew her back down to Miami, she said they smashed for like 12 to 24 hours. So a quick hotel night is 18 hours. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Jane said the entertainer was there for 18 hours. They were finished with the entertainer. Jane said Diddy told he had to leave and she started crying. I just went through all that and was feeling terrible that he was going to leave me alone, she said. So Diddy got up right after it went down after 18 hours. Jane said Diddy asked her if she was crying and looked disgusted. After that, he started smoking and playing music while she sat next to him, and he told her he would move things around. Jane recalled a second time she cried after a hotel night, but it's a spotty memory. She was high on ecstasy. She says she remembers being at Diddy's house, then at a hotel. She recalls she felt so high, she embraced Diddy's butler. I just remember having X with Paul. So it ain't Don, it ain't Jules, it ain't the Punisher. She just remember having sex with Paul. Then I remember being in the shower with Sean and I started crying. Jane added that Diddy saw her crying and told her, "Don't you do that right now," because he was too high. Jane said she stopped crying when he told her to. Comey asked, "Who did the most work during these hotel nights?" She said, "Me." Voice is cracking. When asked why she felt that way, Jane said, crying, "It was just all me. It was just all me." Okay, so yeah, we got two and then we updated. Jane Doe describes what would happen after a hotel night. She testified that at the hotel night, she and Diddy would typically go back to her house, or to his house. Jane said she would make sure that Diddy was showered and then she would cook for him. massage him, and put on one of his favorite shows. Then I would finally get to cuddle with him and sleep with him. She said while choking up on the stand. She said she would feel really happy to end my night with Sean, but I really fight to block out how sad I felt after. Uh, all right, so now we got the text message. Jane said in 2023, she had conversations with Diddy about wanting to stop having hotel nights. She read aloud a message she sent to Diddy in late 2023. So this is going into 24. Now, the crazy thing is, late 2023, let's put our thinking caps on. Late 2023, I got over here. When I think of late 2023, I'm thinking of quarters. So the last quarter, let me see, how many quarters is there in a year? There's 4 quarters, 3 months, that makes 12. So October, November, December. I got here October 10th. Well, I started working October 10th, 2023. Cassie's lawsuit dropped in November of 2023. So she was still fucking with Diddy all the way up until he got arrested, going through these freak offs when Cassie dropped her lawsuit talking about the freak offs. But she was still fucking around with Puffy. You see what I'm saying? So everything that Cassie said and went through, she's going through it. And Cassie dropped her lawsuit against Diddy, and Diddy settled it. But remember, she said she was still messing with Diddy all the way up until he got arrested. But again, we're not here for the dumb mistakes that people make. We're here for the crimes at hand. The RICO, 2 counts of extravagant, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. That's what we're here for. We don't care about the people that made dumb decisions. We're not here for the people that were broke, that on the internet got a lot of followers, but in real life ain't got a lot of money. We're not here for those people. We're here for their stories to see about the crimes that someone may have committed. In 2023, she had a conversation with Diddy about wanting to have about stop having hotel nights. She read aloud the messages sent to Diddy in late 23, where she said she wished they could go back to when they first started dating. Ever since I opened Pandora's box, I've never been able to close it, the message said in part. In the message, she referenced being in hotel rooms, doing things that make her feel disgusted with myself. She said that she didn't want to play that role in her life anymore. I feel it's the only reason you have me around and why you pay for the house, she wrote. I don't want to feel obligated to perform these nights for you. Jane testified that at that point, she felt obligated to perform those nights with Diddy, and she was scared that if she didn't, he would stop paying for her house. Jane also testified yesterday that Combs paid her rent and implied he'd stop if they broke up. Diddy responded back, "Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Girl, stop." Diddy said, "Get the fuck off my line." Diddy, I don't want to do that anymore. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Oh, man. Where's everybody at that was saying this is just a DV case? All we heard about is DV. Where's everybody at, man? Girl, stop. Girl, stop. The jury is taking a break. All right. So we're at a break. Now we're going to go over to Inner City Press. And we're just going to go through what they were actually saying because this is just giving us an overview. This isn't the actual details of what was being said. I mean, it is, but we like to go through the lines because it's a little more interesting when we're actually hearing what they're saying instead of a summary. All right, so 58 minutes ago, I like to call up this exhibit with an A. Did you listen to this? Jane said yes. And did you read the transcript that's up there on the screen? Yes, not visible to the gallery. Let's start at 8 minutes and 20 seconds when you said, I think they have in the chair. All right, when you said I guess it's saying I think they've been in the chair. What were you referring to? Oh, she's talking about the condoms. What did you understand what Shine means when he said you were just taking that dick? What? What did you understand when Shine was saying you were just taking that dick? That we already had intercourse. So Diddy saying there's no need for condoms because y'all already went at it one time. So she's saying they already had intercourse. And when he said, if you don't touch yourself right now, what was he saying? To just move on? Why did you think you needed permission from Sean, for the man to have sex with you to wear a condom? Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. Sidebar. Sure. Okay, so we got that first sidebar. We got that out of there early. Uh, all right. So this is after the sidebar. Sure. Blah, 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 blah. All right, they're back. Why did you not say no? He'd get agitated. How would intercourse with an entertainer end? He'd finish on me. Then what would Sean? Then they'd have sex. Would you clean up the jack? Oh, that's what they. Oh, Lord. Oh, well, we already knew that with Cassie. This nigga Diddy nasty. Hold on. Hey, this nigga Diddy, bruh. So they would finish on her, and then she would go and do it with Sean and wouldn't clean up. Why not? Sean liked it to play around with it. Oh, I'd take a shower and get ready for the next one. Typically, how many rounds? Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. Stand down, defense. Stand down, defense. Not today. We're hearing all the nitty gritty details today. Oh. Typically, how many rounds? Every entertainer was different. Some 3. Who decided if you could stop when you were tired? Sean did. Do you need a moment? Sobs, I'm sorry. What was your question? How did you say you wanted to stop? I'd say it like I'm hungry, make little faces. I sent him a subtle clues. What would he say? He says, well, yeah, he says, I get again, he's just tweeting this out. So he says, you're not getting tired of me, are you? Let's go out on a high note. Let's finish strong. This nigga Diddy. What would Sean give you to keep you awake and having sex during with the entertainers? Ecstasy. Did you ever cry after one of those hotel nights? Twice. Tell us about the first time. She said, I thought it was a date night one-on-one, but he said there would be an entertainer, but just a quick one. Well, that turned out to be 18 hours. And after 18 hours and 3 rounds with the entertainer, Sean said he had to leave. I started crying. Were you with someone else? I was with Sean. It was at the Waldorf in Beverly Hills early in our relationship. What did Sean say? Diddy said, are you crying? Like looking disgusted. Denny sat there listening to music, probably 50 Cent. I was clinging to him. He said he could move things around with him and the family and I could go home with him. I just wanted to be in his arms after all of that. And the second time, I was in the shower after one of these nights. Is your memory spotty? What do you remember? So high, I was having sex with Paul. Then I was in the shower with Sean. He said, stop it. I'm too high. Stop. Paul, one of the entertainers. Were these hotel nights working for you? Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. I told you, defense, not today. Not today. Not today. We're going to hear all of this. Diddy, sit up in your chair. You're going to hear all of this, mister. Defense, you guys get your defense together. Y'all got her on Tuesday. Y'all got her Tuesday and Wednesday. Y'all got her then. Come up with you can ask your questions. But she's talking about her story right now. And we need to hear all the details. Defense, stand down. Okay. Were these hotel nights work for you? It was work from start to finish. What did you do to try to get them to end sooner? I try to have sex with the entertainers fast. What did you do to try to speed? Oh, hey, yo, whoa, wait. We don't need to know what she did to try to speed things up. Like, we in the courthouse, but we under the oath. So let me get focused. I gotta hear what was going on here. My eyes don't work as good when I got my glasses on. You know, so I can't really hear as much. I can't hear as good when I got so I gotta take my glasses. So let me see what we talking about. So she'd have sex with the entertainers fast. What did you do to speed things up? I do foreplay and bring them into the room. Sean would say, slow it down. Slow it down. More foreplay. What words would he use? Objection, time frame, Your Honor. That's fair. Okay, May to October 23. That's our time frame, 5 months. Between those 5 months. Excuse me, Your Honor, I meant May of 2021 to October of 2023. So we're talking 2 years and 5 months. That's the time frame. What would Sean say? He say, I'm not ready to see that yet. How would you feel? Sidebar. Okay, sure. Come on up here. All right, they're back. Let me see. We got to okay. I'm gonna jump back over and then where we at 37 minutes. Y'all, are we good on time or y'all want real time updates? Because we can continue. We still got 30 minutes of this. Well, not 30 minutes, probably like 10 minutes of it because we just going through it. Y'all want to continue to do this and then get all caught up and then jump back and forth, or you want to get the update of what just happened? Because right now we're in the story, we're in the details. So I guess we should finish these hotel nights details, and then we can go into the drug use. So we're just gonna finish this up here and get all the way caught up, and then we'll jump into the drug use that just got updated on CNN. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm OJ. This is the Mo You Know, and Diddy. It's getting a little disgusting in here. All right. After the sidebar, how did you feel? I want to be with Sean at the end. Where would you go? To his residence. Was there any part of these hotel nights you enjoyed? Being with Diddy. Would he text you to say, I love you? Did you text him that you wanted to have X? Yes, with him. Did you text him you wanted to have X with others? Yes. It was his fantasy. Did you tell him what? Did you tell you what to text? I don't know what he's saying here. Did you tell him what to text? You want to text? I guess she said, yeah. Did he tell you? Oh, okay. Did you tell him what to text? She said, I don't know, man. We have to go see. Did he tell you what to text? Yes. He asked, what do you want? Be explicit. Why did you write why did you write these things? I wanted to make my lover happy. Look at this one from November 9th, 2021. What did you write? I wrote, I'm horny for you. You don't have to read this, but what did you write? I want to suck Paul's D. Why did you write that? I knew it would turn Sean on. Who is Paul? An entertainer. You text him you wanted to stop having hotel nights. Yes. What did you write here? I'm so much more. I'm so much more than being left in the dark of a hotel room. My heart is breaking. I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. I feel it's the only reason you pay for the house. We need to talk like adults. How long was Diddy paying for your rent? She said 5 months or so. So he wasn't even paying for the whole time. Did you see drugs in the hotel? Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. She was there. Let's see. Let's see what was in the hotel room. We got ecstasy. We got Molly. We got cocaine. We got pink powder, which I believe is called Tussie. Who gave them to you? Diddy. So now we got the transportation. We got her telling Diddy no, she don't want to. We got Diddy replying back with girl, stop. We got the drugs in the hotel room supplied by Diddy. The hotel room was either booked by Diddy or one of his assistants because freak off. Freak off. They get that text and they go and set up the hotels. So this is getting a little wild here. Now, is there evidence of the drugs being in the hotel room? No, right now we could only go off the word. Did you ever see the entertainers taking drugs? No. That was my one rule. I told them they couldn't take drugs. I didn't want them to be out of control while they were with me. How did X make you feel? Sexual energy. Why did you feel you had to take these drugs? Otherwise, it would be too real. I wanted to. I don't know, feel like sobs. It would make things, I guess, easier. Did you ever do hotel nights without drugs? Twice. Once with Paul. Why didn't you take drugs that time? I didn't want to do that to my body. But it's real, too real. But it's, I guess, but it's real, too real. So I asked Sean for a pill. Did Sean give it to you? Boom. She may have asked for drugs, and it's not illegal to ask for drugs. I can go up to anybody and say, hey, you got some coke? You got some weed? You got some dro? You got some blow? I can ask for drugs. It becomes illegal once you provide the drugs. Just remember that. You know what I mean? You can ask for whatever. It's not illegal to ask for something. It's illegal to provide it. Then once you take it, it's illegal to take the drugs. Well, I mean, yeah, you can get like an under influence, but that's just like, man, you probably get like a misdemeanor for that. But if you get the possession charge, so that's why it's best to take the drugs and just get like a, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you're not driving, it just be up under influence, public intoxication. That's why you see people try to swallow their pills and stuff because possession could be a felony and just being under influence is a misdemeanor. But that's neither here or there. Um, did Sean give it to you? Yes, I felt better. The second time, my partner was taking too many pills. He said, I'll do 30 days without drugs, but let's have one last sobriety party at Le Emmerich. How long did it last? 18 hours. What happened? The first guy, the second, geez Louise, the first guy, the second guy, I was not feeling well. I threw up. She told Diddy she just threw up. What did he say? Diddy replied back, that's good. Now you'll be ready for the third guy. How did that make you feel? She said, I was just disgusted. I was just repulsed. I was too mad myself. She said she threw up. That nigga said, good. Now you ready for the third guy. What up, Young Dreads? Yeah, man, this dude. Oh man. All right. I was mad I had let myself get into this. This would be a good place to take a break. So that's the break that they took, and then once they came back from the break, that's where we got here. So we got two updates. Let me read this one, and then we'll jump up there, and then we'll be all caught up. So, oh yeah, this is disgusting to even read this shit. It's like, come on, Diddy. But this is expected. This is expected. Judge Mathis said if the trial ended today, he'd give Diddy 5 to 10 years. He must not have heard what's going on here. Uh, Jane said she took drugs because she didn't want to feel like it was too real. Oh, okay. It was real. I didn't want it to feel real. He just mistyped it. She testified she took drugs during the hotel nights because she didn't want to feel like it was too real. She also said she wanted to make things easier. Her voice was breaking again. Jane recalled that she tried not to use drugs during two different hotel nights. The first time she said she made a decision because I was tired of doing that to my body, but she didn't like it. The fantasy of it all wasn't there. It just wasn't easy. It just was too real that this was happening. I ended up asking for a pilly. Diddy gave her one. She felt better, she testified. The second time Jane tried not to use it during a hotel night was October 2023, 1 month before Cassie dropped her lawsuit. She said that she really wanted Diddy to get sober around this time, and he agreed to stop taking substances for 30 days, but wanted to have one last sobriety first. 1 second. 1 second.
Reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab.
Diddy, you're lying. Diddy, you're lying to us because this here told us in October of 2023, you said you was going to go get sober for 30 days. So when were you going to get sober, Diddy? When you were with Jane Doe, or was it after? When was it? Was it after Cassie dropped the lawsuit? Was it months later in May when they dropped the video, or was it supposed to be in October of 2023 where you can go on a 30-day sobriety? When was it, Diddy? Because it don't seem like you seeked out any help since 2016 when the tape dropped, Diddy. It seems like you're lying to us about something, Diddy. Why are we seeing here in October 23? You told us that you was going to be sober for 30 days, but you wanted to go out with a bang. And then we fast forward 1 month to the lawsuit drop, and you still haven't went to therapy because you still had drugs on you. And then fast forward to the tape drop it in 2024, you get arrested with drugs on you. So when were you planning on going to rehab? I know you've been sober since this 6 months you've been in jail, 6-7 months. I know you've been sober now, but when did you plan on going to rehab on your own and seeking out that help? Did it? We looking for the answers. We here now. You in the courthouse. You can get up and tell us, hey, I've been sober for the last 7 months. I lied about all the other times. We just want to know, Diddy, when were you gonna go to rehab? Because here in October of 23, you said you was gonna go sobriety for 30 days. But then you told us in 24 after the tape drop that you're gonna go seek out rehab. But did you go to rehab? Because when you got arrested, you had that pink stuff on you. You had the cocaine on you. And in your Miami house, you had meth in there. You had cocaine and you had MDMA in the liquid form. So when were you gonna go to rehab, Diddy? I don't want to say that you lying, but I want answers. I want answers, Diddy. When were you gonna go to rehab? You told us October 23. This is the first time we heard you gonna go. Then after the tape drop, you said you're gonna seek out help. See, jail is a good place for niggas like you because you've been sober for 7 months now. See, as long as you in jail, Diddy, you ain't got to worry about being at rock bottom. You ain't got to worry about being strung out on drugs. As long as you sit in that cell, this is a good place for you. Because look, you're sober, you're level-headed, your grades are growing in. That means you're getting that drug out your system. You see what I'm saying? When you putting on all that dye on your hair, turning it black, you keeping all them toxins in your body. See, so while you in this jail cell, your body is clear. They say Diddy losing a little bit of weight. He's starting to look like his age. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do all that Botox and all that other shit. See, sometimes niggas got to sit down. Sometimes niggas need to just go in there and go through the process. Some of us join the military to get our discipline. Niggas like Diddy need to just sit in this little cell and just think about life. Now, you don't even have to worry about being rock bottom. You don't have to worry about hurting nobody. You know, you're definitely not going to hurt yourself because you don't have nothing in that cell to hurt yourself. So maybe sitting down might be good for you. Maybe 20, 30 years, just so you can like really, really digest what life is really about and how to keep your hands to yourself. And while you in there and you getting one off, you can just rub that on yourself because you don't need to be around other people. You know what I mean? You don't need to be using their stuff. Use your own stuff. You can produce your own stuff. So maybe sitting down might be actually a good thing for Diddy. Because if not,
some of them going to sleep for good.
Maybe sitting down might be the best place for you since you was at a low spot and you didn't go to rehab. All right. All right. She said she really wanted Diddy to get sober around this time, and he agreed to stop taking substances for 30 days, but wanted to have one last sobriety party. They had the sobriety party at the hotel, and it lasted for 12 to 18 hours, she said. Jane said she didn't take any drugs, but Diddy took X and Coke. Comey asked Jane how she felt after doing the hotel night without any drugs. I was disgusted. I was just repulsed. I was just mad at myself for doing that. Jane said, I deeply regret it. All right, so then we got one update. The jury is taking a break. All right, so we'll switch back over. We're back in the driver's seat. We're back in the driver's seat over here. They took a break. All right. During the break, Combs in animated conversation with Mark and Shapiro and Steele talking with his hands. Man, y'all got to fix this shit. Y'all got to get up there and y'all got to shut this bitch up. Y'all better figure out I'm paying y'all good money, goddammit. How'd they get them fucking tapes? Y'all better figure this motherfucker out, man. She's killing me, man. She's killing me, man. I gave y'all my life, man. My blood, sweat, and tears. Y'all need to stop that bitch from telling, man. So Diddy's over here animated, talking to his lawyers like, nigga, I need all three of y'all to go up there. I don't know if can we have three defense attorneys up there? I need 1, 2, 3. Where Nicole at? Nicole, get over here. You need to get in this conversation. You gotta goddamn cross her because these niggas are playing and she telling too much. Y'all better fix this shit, man. Mama, I don't think I'm coming home. Damn, Diddy over here going off on his lawyers. You need to fix this shit. Y'all need to fix this shit. Oh, this is good. Again, I'm not for Diddy or against Diddy. I don't care if he's innocent or guilty. I'm here for the entertainment purposes. I just want to see how these rich niggas are fucking off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They should have never gave you niggas money. But again, If you've been following me for the last 5 years, I actually been on YouTube for 7 years now, but I've only been going live for like 4. And if you've been here since then, I always tell you, just because they got money, don't mean they smart. Oh, man. Oh, no, they don't need the $7 man up here at all. They bring the $7 man up there. We can go ahead and get the guilty verdict right now.
Accused of shooting 3 little white women with a wind from about thought he was going blind. They had another thing coming. The Jew go off and deliberate on.
This is how it's looking right now for Diddy, man.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
That's how I was looking for Diddy. If they say he did it, he did that shit. All right. So they brought Jane back in with the jury all rise. Did Diddy ever run out of drugs during a hotel night? Yes. What happened? He would call one of his assistants or butlers to bring more drugs. Sometimes it's security. What assistant? Uh-oh. We found another one. We found another one that flipped. Let's look at this real quick. Sean Diddy Combs' alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, charges are dropped. Let's look at the testimony. He would call one of his assistants or butlers to bring more drugs, sometime his security. What assistants? Brendan, Frank, or John? Let me show you a photo of Brandon, not shown on the gallery screen. That's him. He would bring pill bottles. Then there would be cocaine. Remember when they caught him on the tarmac in Miami? Sean Diddy Combs' alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul's charges are dropped. Why was the charges dropped? Because he was a defendant on the case, but he didn't turn witness. So that's why when they say, why is Diddy getting charged on his own? Because when Brendan Paul got arrested in Miami at the airport, remember Diddy was standing outside? Strategically, they arrested him first to get him to flip. Why? Everybody was like, damn, they arrested this guy. He had the drugs on him. Why didn't they arrest Diddy? Remember everybody saying they're doing raids, but they didn't arrest Diddy because the Fed said we'll arrest everyone around them. Tell them we're going to give them 20 years, but if you turn into a witness and tell on Diddy, we'll drop all charges. Brendan's charges got dropped in December 17, 2024. Yeah. The charges against Brendan Paul, alleged drug mule, has been dropped. Paul's attorney, Brian Bieber, confirmed to People December 17th, his case was formally dismissed entirely. Brandon accepted the prosecutor's offer to permit entry into the diversion program, which after completion, the case against him will be dismissed. They also said at the time in the statement that the bond was set at $2,500. He's also charged with felony cocaine possession amid ex-trafficking lawsuits filed against Diddy. So you remember? Everyone was saying, oh, how's it a RICO by himself? In April, Paul was also charged. There's multiple defendants. That's what I was trying to show you guys before the trial even started, the original one, because it said Diddy was defendant 1. The only time it would say defendant 1 is if there's multiple defendants. If not, it would just be Diddy versus the United States. He was one of the defendants, but he said, look, you put me in rehab, go through the drug diversion program, I tell you everything you need to know. So they were going to give him, well, you got cocaine, we'll give you 10 years, or you can take this program, pay $2,500 and tell us about that nigga Diddy. What would you like to do, Brandon? That nigga said, I'd like to tell on Diddy for $500. What do you think I want to do? Y'all take me to the courthouse right now. Let me testify first. But this is what I say when the feds know everything. Everybody's like, oh man, they don't have nothing. They just doing these raids. They ain't got nothing. Why they ain't arrest Diddy? Because they were putting all the dominoes in place. So when they knock him down, the last one standing would be Diddy. And we covered this when they got arrested. Sheesh. Ain't that about a bit? Ain't that about a bit? So now he's listed in the real paperwork, but he hasn't took the stand yet. What assistants? Brandon, Frank, and John. Let me show the photo of Brandon, not shown in the gallery screen. So why not? That's him. He would bring pill bottles. There would be cocaine and weed. Who was the security that called for the drugs? Fahim. Sean called him Fa. Who else brought drugs? Gudo. He brought mostly X, Molly, and Zan, and Coke. Did you take Zan? Yeah, after I would put Sean to sleep. And then there go a photo of Brandon and Diddy. And he got the bag with the drugs. What's up, Cecilia? So that's Brandon. Yeah, so they didn't got him in the lineup. They naming off names, what specific drugs they got. Hey, tell your daughter, objection, Your Honor. Did you ever carry drugs for Sean? She said, yeah, from LA to Miami. Who said that this is just a DV case? Did you ever carry drugs for Sean? From LA to Miami. Can someone tell me what states LA and Miami are in? Because I don't want to look them up. Can anyone tell me what state LA is in and what state Miami is in? Are they in the same? Is he talking like Los Angeles? Is there a Miami, California? Can y'all name off the states? LA is in what state? Miami's in what state? Is there a Miami close to LA? Let me see. There's got to be California and Florida. Let me see. Miami, California. Let's see. Is there a Miami, California? Is Miami a city in California? No, Miami's a coastal city in the United States of Florida. So wait. Did you ever carry drugs for Sean? Yes, from LA to Miami. Christina Courtroom told me. I'll have security come out and give you the package. I asked, is it safe and okay? So wait. Diddy and the assistant and security made her fly across. Okay, so to get to California, you got to fly over. I mean, to get to Florida, you got to fly over. No, you won't go to Nevada. You got to go Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Mississippi. What's on the other side of Mississippi? Alabama, Georgia, and then Florida, unless they want to go the route of California, Arizona, go through the Gulf and fly over water to get to Miami. I think that'd be a more direct flight, but then that would be international water. Hmm. Hmm. So they're drug trafficking across state lines. That makes it federal. And when you go in international waters, that becomes federal. So, okay. So they fly over the Gulf of America. Well, it wasn't the Gulf of America back then. It was the Gulf of Mexico back then. Oh, okay. So they flew over international water with drugs. And whenever you hear international, that becomes federal. Oh, okay. So whoever said this is just a DV case, where does drug trafficking fall up under? Is that DV? No, that's DT, not DV. So drug trafficking is DT, and DV is a little bit further down in the misdemeanor line. Drug trafficking is up here in the felony line. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F over here, felony line, and then the misdemeanor is down there. You know, V and M are closer that way. Drugs and trafficking are closer to the felony. You know what I mean? So, oh, okay. I just want to verify, because I had people come over here and tell me I ain't seeing no RICO. All I'm seeing is DV. So I'm just clarifying with you guys that we're going to different states. Because I did not know. There is a Hollywood in Miami, but it's dangerous as fuck. All right. So, did you ever carry drugs for Diddy? Yes. LA to Miami. KK told me I'll have security come out and give you the package. I asked, is it safe? She said, it said okay. What did KK tell you? She said, it's fine. I do it all the time. Where did you give Sean the package? In the bathroom of a 2-star. He opened it, and then I saw colorful pills, I assume. I don't want to assume. Did you take the pills? Yes, for a hotel night. It was X. Yeah. So they was in the bathroom of a 2-star. Like, this is, remember, the meth was found in the Miami home. She was with Diddy until he got arrested. So we don't know when this flight was. But dog, what the fuck is Diddy doing at a 2-star hotel? No, it's in the bathroom of 2-star. So this, the hotel's named 2-star. We gotta find that. Give me a second. You know, we can't go too much further. 2-star hotel. Two Stars Hotel in Miami. The 2-star two-door hotel. So this it here? So this, I guess this is where there's no, this is Hotel Shed. What? I guess are they, is it a hotel named 2-star? In the bathroom of 2-star. What I just put? 2-star? 2-star hotel. Hotel named Two-Star Island. Oh, that's what they talking about in the bathroom of two. Oh, okay. Let me see. Diddy 2-Star Island. Shit. Is his address? Oh, like I don't know. We'll figure that out. But they was in the bathroom with something named 2-Star. Yeah, for a hotel night it was X. All right. Did you move drugs for Sean another time? Yes, in my luggage from L. Damn. So they like what? Diddy can't get drugs in Miami. He don't know nobody in Miami he can get drugs from. We gotta fly the drugs out. Back when I was a smoker, I would never. No. I just pull up to the city and I contact somebody. Diddy got the resources to get in contact with somebody with drugs there. Pocket full of dinero. What up, brother? He said they both in the state with a Disney World. Yeah, well, technically, we were just going Disney to Disney. Did you ever move drugs for Sean another time? Yes, in my luggage from LA to Miami. There, Sean and I used them. They were ecstasy. Before May, in October of 2021, who reached out to the entertainers? Sean. Then who? Me. Same thing with Cassie. Why did you start choosing? I didn't want it to just be a stranger. I assessed the dynamic of our relationship. We were watching, and I saw a performer and said, that one. Why did you want to choose? I couldn't get away from this. So wait, they just watching flicks. Damn, not off the dresser. Oh, that shit going crazy. I want that one. You want which one? That one. So they just in there watching flicks and she's pointing niggas out and Diddy's getting in contact with their managers or something. Like, how does that work? You just like on it, like, are these like people sending in their demo tapes? How do you get in contact? All right, who is on that flick right there? You know all of us, we cheap as hell. We just go onto a free website and watch it. We don't know how to get in contact with nobody. We're not that. We do what we got to do, and then we turn it off. This nigga got contacts of goddamn the people in the performances. Like, what are they watching? DVDs? What is it like? At the end, they got like credits. Like, I've never seen an official one. We had tapes back in the day, but my young ass wasn't making it to the end of the tape. So, like, is there at the end the credits? Contact us if you want to get in contact. Like, what? How are you just choosing a nigga off of a flick and saying I want that one? Some people go to the car lot and pick a Buick. All right. She said, I couldn't get away from this. Who did you choose? Sly Williams. I call him Chief. Sly Williams. I'm not bringing Sly Williams up because we might see some endowment on this screen. I called him Chief. He had a passion for, or Chef, my bad. See, that's why I ain't got the glasses on. I called him Chef. He had a passion for cooking. What were you and Sean doing? Having X on X. Oh, I like that. X on X. We started talking about Sly's size. What? Sean was acting all flirtatious about it. She's like, ooh, Sean, look how big he is. He like, I know, I want him too. Calm your ass down, Diddy. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. Oh, it would be this nigga Diddy is fucking disgusting, man. Let's just put. I already said Diddy's not a freaky nigga on my channel. He's nothing less than nasty. He's probably one of the nastiest niggas. I'll put him up there, but there's nastier than this. But she said he was flirtatious about it. Like, come on, man. This nigga. And this was y'all role models. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like Puff. Who said that? So they got a guy named Sly Williams. X on X. Diddy was flirtatious about talking about his meat. I sent Sly a message. Oh, they watching the flick and going to niggas' Instagrams. Who follows porn? I don't even, man, I'm not looking up no porn stars' Instagram. I got a little bit of pride and dignity. Even though I ain't got no pride, but I got a little bit of pride and dignity. I'm not going to a porn star's Instagram. Hey, what's going on? Just I admire your work and all, but are you gonna be free this evening? Did he respond? Yes. I told him I was a fan of his work. See, look, this is maybe we should meet up one day. We did a FaceTime. Diddy was there. What happened? I got so hot and steamy. I asked him to show him myself. Show me himself. No, it got hot and steamy. Not I got. So she said she messaged Sly Williams, the chef, fan of his work. Maybe they should meet up. So they end up FaceTiming each other. She said it got hot and steamy, and she asked him to show her his endowment. And Diddy was there. Diddy was like this. Tilt the phone. Tilt the phone. Oh, yeah, Playboy. Yeah. Tell him. Yeah, tell him to come through. Tell him to come through. Yeah, tell him tonight. Tell him to come through tonight. Ooh, tell him to come through tonight. Tell him to come through tonight. This is y'all man's Diddy, man. This is Diddy. So he showed you his genitalia? Yes. And I was casting my phone to Sean's television. So Diddy wasn't looking at the phone. Diddy was looking at it enlarged on the television. She was casting the phone to the TV, and Diddy was looking at the TV. I'm hearing rumor is Diddy was on the bed, laying on his stomach with his hands up under his chin, with his feet kicking in the air. Diddy had it on the big screen. When they say put your money where your mouth is, Diddy said put your dick on the TV screen. Again, we don't care about your sexual preference or orientation on my channel. We don't discriminate. But this nigga Diddy's different, man. Diddy stands for Diddy is different than y'all. That's what Diddy stands for. Diddy is different than y'all. Or we could go, Diddy isn't denying dick, y'all. Whatever y'all want for Diddy. Diddy isn't denying dick, y'all. That's what Diddy stands for. Oh my God. Let's continue on. Y'all said y'all wanted actions. So he showed your. She said yes, and I was casting from my phone to Sean's television. How did you get Sly from Atlanta to LA? I told Sean I would arrange his flight. I booked it online on Expedia, but Diddy paid it back. Diddy paid it back. Diddy paid it back. She went on Expedia and booked this flight. What happened? He was so cute and sweet. He was nervous too. It was my first time. First time what? Contacting an adult film star. I had told him it was me and my partner. He said, fine. What hotel? Uh-oh. L'Entourage. I believe. It was the routine. The oils would come out. I'd be in uniform. I'd dance, then X. What was Diddy doing? Masturbating. Then who invited him the next times? I did. I would suggest Sly. He was familiar to me. Where else did you meet Sly? The Trump Hotel. The Trump Hotel in New York? Yes, I will book his flights from Atlanta. And who paid you afterward? And you paid him afterward? Yes, $2,000 to $4,000. Where from? Objection, Your Honor. So we had an objection right now. All right, so let me see. Okay, after the ejection, where did the cash to pay Sly come from? Diddy. Where did the cash to pay Sly come from? Sean, from the drawer. Sometimes we use Cash App. Was there a second adult entertainer you reached out to? Yes, Anton. I think Anton Harris. It was his stage name. I don't know his real name. Nah, I think Anton Harris was just his. They said the nail in the coffin. Cash App, man. You already know social media. Man, what a week, man. What a week. One man's downfall. We never thought it'd be this entertaining. All right, so Anton, we don't know his real name. Diddy would call someone to bring him drugs when they run out. Jane testifies. We know that already. She testified they run out of drugs on the hotel night. They bring all that. The X, cocaine. She spoke with she said the chief of staff told her it was fine to fly with drugs. Then we're not here for dumb decisions, but you know me, I gotta call out dumb shit. You're 33 fucking years old. You know it's illegal to fly with drugs. Oh, is it okay? If it's okay, then you fly that motherfucker down there. If it's okay, then Diddy fly that motherfucker down there. You 33 years old. We not here for ignorance. Well, ignorance of the law isn't an excuse, but we're not here for people's personal dumb choices. We're here for the crimes that are being committed. But you, at 33 years old, you know good and damn well you can't fly with drugs. She asked the former chief of staff, is it okay? Oh, yeah, we do it all the time. Well, shit, then you get on this motherfucking flight and have it on your person. Put that shit in your bag, then. I'm not flying with that motherfucking goddamn ecstasy. You out your damn mind. Man, you tripping. I'm scared to get on the plane with my goddamn laptop. Do we got to take it out the bag or we keep it in the bag? Over here in Germany, you ain't got to take nothing out the bag, man. All you got to do, if you got a big jacket, that's all you got to take off over here. Their technology's so far ahead. I just be walking through that motherfucker with shoes on, nigga. I be moonwalking through the goddamn security. In and out. In the States, I got to remove the goddamn laptop, take the microphone out. Oh, I got my spare phone in there. You need to take that out the bag. Man, fuck all that. Scan that. What the fuck that big ass scanner for? Scan that shit, do your job, nigga. And then they unzip my bag, all my cords and shit in there, my cameras, everything's all out of order. Now I got to try to put it back in there. You got the old lady next to you because they wait till they get to the airport to cough, coughing on me and shit. I'm like, hey, man, you don't get your old ass on somewhere? Talking about, is it okay to fly with drugs? Yeah, go ahead. Just bring a pound of coke on the plane with you. It's okay. She asked, was it safe? Jane recalling asking, was it safe to travel with drugs? She told her it's fine. I do it all the time. Jane flew with drugs from Miami, took the ex with Diddy. A couple of weeks later, Jane said Diddy asked her to take another package to Miami, and Courtroom told security. Yeah, tomorrow morning I gotta get up and I might just buy a ladder my damn self and set that shit up because I ain't gonna be able to wait for them to bring that motherfucker over. All right, put the back in the luggage, put it back to Miami. All right, cool. We all caught up.
Will now go off and deliberate on guilty. That nigga is guilty.
All right, so we're all caught up. The only bad part of getting caught up is we got these breaks in between, man. If I was in the States, I start a little bit later, but you know, we're gonna kind of stay up to date and current. So if anything pops off on social media, we'll be able to react to it in real time. Diddy. All right, so it is. So yeah, that's Diddy. Diddy's address on Star Island is Florida are 1 Star Island Drive and 2 Star Island Drive. So, okay, so they were at the house when they took it. Well, that makes sense because in Diddy's bathroom, we see Diddy. So all of this is inside of Diddy's Miami mansion. And remember, she said she was with Diddy all the way up until he got arrested. So the guns were in there with the filed off serial numbers, illegal. Here go those high heels that she said that she was wearing. So now we're at the understanding of whoever Jane Doe is. These were the different shoes that she was wearing. So now it's making sense. The baby oil, the Astroglide, the heels, they got real tying up rope here. That's that real deal rope right there. That's that rope right there that they said R. Kelly was hog tying. Remember R. Kelly said he didn't know how to hog tie? Well, it looked like Diddy do. Diddy got this hog tie rope right here. That ain't like fantasy rope right there. That's real deal right there. That's the motherfucker when you watching the motherfucking when you watching the goddamn rodeo and they got them bringing them steers down. Yeah, that's what they doing right here. When the Native Americans, when they used to go back, you know what I'm saying? You used to go back and they traded with the white man. They be on the horses chasing after the buffalo. That's the type of rope they had right there. Yeah, bondage play. They got the nitrous oxide, food grade, get high. We got the chop with the bullets. But here we go. Here go the pills. She was with Diddy. These pills may have originated in LA, came across from Mexico, went to LA and flown to Miami. We don't know. We can't confirm. This is the bathroom. This is the original picture here. We got the big wing wong right here flashed out. Here we go. More pills. Unidentified objects found at Diddy's house. Bag of drugs labeled golden teachers. We read about that. Golden teachers. They weigh worse than honey packs. All right. So they said they took the drugs in the bathroom. This is the bathroom she's talking about right here. Diddy's bathroom. This is the shower over here where you're supposed to be washing your butt. Yeah, a lasso. Lassie's lasso. Lassie. That was a stupid show, and they used to have that shit on Nickelodeon too. But Lassie used to save the hell out of people. Maybe if somebody would have called for Lassie, they would have got saved. Jane describes the first time she chose who would join them in the hotel night. Jane said that when she first started engaging in hotel nights in 21, Diddy facilitated the entertainers or other men involved in the drug-filled X encounters. Jane also said she hated that the men who joined them were strangers to her. She said even though she didn't want to have X with other men, she said she should at least choose who she'd be with. I said to myself, if we're going to be doing this, I should just choose who was going to be on my body. Jane said the first time she was at one of these, she chose the man who would join them was in late 2021 and early 22. She and Diddy were watching pornographic videos, and the man whose stage name was Sly. Afterwards, Combs was encouraging and flirtatious, asking Jane if she thought she could get Sly. So Diddy's there. Can you text him? Text him. Come on, get the nigga over here. Get the nigga over here tonight. I'm gonna book that motherfucker tonight. So Diddy going crazy. And that's just for them watching the flick. So remember, she casted the FaceTime onto the. We don't know what Diddy was doing back there because she got the camera this way. Diddy back there with the TV and the large thing on there, the gavel. So Diddy's over there in front of the TV like this. Oh, tell him to scoot back some. Oh, closer, different angle, different. Jane Doe, different angles. So Diddy's in front of the TV going crazy. So they text and then they end up talking to each other and then they got on FaceTime and then she's casting what's going on the phone on the TV and Diddy back there watching the TV. Now, word on the street is Diddy sitting in a beanbag and then Diddy gets up on both his knees and crawls up to the TV. He looking at it. You know, like when you see the dogs looking at the TV, Diddy over there. Diddy looking at the TV like, book that shit tonight. I'll pay you back. So Diddy going crazy as hell. She done DM this nigga Sly and they on a FaceTime. So now they booking a flight. Come on down, Playboy. Come on down. She recalled she and Sly were both nervous when they met. It was her first time meeting an adult film star. The first hotel night with Sly was a typical routine. They began scheduling him more frequently with more nights in Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. Diddy's travel agent would sometimes help her book the travel. Combs always paid for it. Sly would be paid somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000 for each hotel night, usually in cash from Diddy. Jane said she picked Sly because he was familiar with me and because he felt like a safe place, a safe option. All right. Disclaimer, we got text messages. So of course I'm gonna try to, do as much as I can to facilitate this to be as PG as possible. But fuck it, we adults. If we get yellow tonight, hit the Cash App is pinned in the chat. We going in. Are these texts with Sly? Let me show you. Text not shown on exhibit screens in gallery. I was asking for explicit photos or videos from him. That's what my partner wanted. What did Sly say? He said, I'm down. What did you say? I wrote, I'm touching myself. Then, what's your full name and date of birth? Why is that? To book his travel. What did you write? She's booking. Jen was November 9th, 2021. Who the fuck is Jen? Jen Diddy assistant. Who is Jen Diddy's? Wait. What up, Marquita? Capricorn Clark. I think Capricorn Clark in her testimony mentioned a Jen also. Because Jen and Mia were assistants. But I think they mentioned another Jen who's the travel agent. Because remember, Cassie said Diddy's travel agent will be the one booking it. And we thought it was a travel agency. No, Jen is just the lady that does the booking of the flights. So that's the travel lady. And then you got Christina Courtroom. She'll notify Jen, hey, we need to go here, go here. You book the flights. Diddy pays for it. Then you got Christina Courtroom, who's with Diddy at all times. Capricorn Clark was with Diddy for other reasons. Mia was the marketing and all the. Oh, see, everyone had a specific job. Damn. This is good. Now we're getting somewhere. I do want to see how the defense is going to defend this one, though, especially with the text message. All right. So she went from, show me your, I'm touching myself. Oh, yeah. What's your name, your full name, and birth date? So just in the middle of, you like, yeah, we doing this. Yeah. Ooh, wait. What's your full name and birthday? What? Even as a man, it makes you feel dirty about yourself. You don't remember my name? You don't know my name? So you just had this one night stand with me. You don't even know my name, girl. Yeah, me and we got emotions too. We don't like getting played on one night stands. But I don't do one night stands. Back in my day, it was one night lay down because I wasn't standing up to do nothing. And I got a bad hip now, so I definitely ain't standing up. All right. Jen was booking. She's booking. Jen was November 9th, 2021, the flight. When you received these explicit images, were you alone? Yes. I sent a blander message. Then he texted me in April of 22. Hello, beautiful. How was your day? Never, fellas, never do this. Never get caught up in this. But they only talk to each other for free calls. Why did Jess book the flight? I was too high to tight. He be the entertainer. I mean, I don't know what that means. Let me see something. So we know about Misa, Cher Chapman, Kim Porter, Jennifer Lopez, Naomi Campbell, Kim Porter, Cameron Diaz. Cassie was in 2007. Cameron Diaz seems like the type that would be in a freak off. Gina, freak off. Sienna Miller, don't know who that fuck that is. Lori Harvey was around during the freak off eras. Bow Wow and Future's baby mama, Joey Chavez, is around during the freak off eras. Daphne Joy is who we believe that this is from 2020 to 2022, but it was really until Diddy got arrested. Dana Tran, Young Miami, Shade Claremont, who the fuck these people are? Jay Rammy, Cynthia, yeah, and Tinashe. No, don't do Tinashe like that. Of all people, leave her out of this nonsense. No, we could believe everyone else on that list, but not Tinashe. All right, she said she was too high to be. He's the best entertainer, I guess. Other entertainers, Paul and Don. Sean coordinated others. Between May of 21 and October of 23, how often were the hotel nights? Often. Every week, every other week. After February of 2024, where did this happen? 2-star in LA. So this was happening last year. 50 just posted this on his Instagram. 50 don't give a fuck, man. So this is 50's baby mama. Hey, does anyone know who Jane Doe is? I'm trying to research this. Man, this stuff with Elon and Trump is crazy. Hey, does anyone? And this is the other one. So, well, I don't even feel sorry for her as far as 50 Cent goes, because she tried to lie and say 50 Cent R-worded her whole time she was in freak offs. And now everybody was wondering, oh man, 50, you going too hard on your baby mama. How was she having freak offs every fucking week and every other week when she got a kid? When she said that she was a single mother of one. So if you're a single mother, then where the fuck the kid at? You got all these freak offs. So now we see why 50 was, saying he was going to go at Diddy. Not because he cares about his baby mama. I truly, genuinely believe he don't give a fuck about his baby mama. But when your baby mama's around that bullshit, you don't want that shit to be around your kid. She coming home after sleeping with fucking all these other niggas, sucking who knows what, eating you know who, and then coming home and kissing her son. That's why 50 was going in on her. And then she tried to say that 50 R-word her. So I don't feel sorry for her as far as 50 Cent goes along. But we're not here for people's stupid actions. We're here for the drugs at hand. Did I say drugs? I meant the crimes. I didn't mention drugs. My bad. We're here for the crimes. That's it. That's it. The best revenge, though, is rubbing it in their face. It seemed like it. All right. In the LA resident, you're still living in, right? Yes. After February of 2024. So she's still living in there. Well, I know she's not about to be living there any longer. 2-star in LA. So her house is in LA. It was her residence she's still living in. Yes. After February of 2024, maybe 5 times. How many different men? Shit, I don't know. Let's talk about some. Who's this? That's Don. Last time, August of 2024 at 2-star. So at Diddy's crib. Hey man, he didn't put up. Man, look at 50, man. Who has the baby now while she's testifying? Probably her mama or somebody. I don't think 50 has them. Damn. I know she hating that 50 to find out all of this because she was taking Diddy's side too. Now look at her. Other entertainers, Paul and Don, Shine coordinated them. Blah, 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 still living in. No one knows where the baby is. No one knew where the baby, like, come on, man. She was living freak off the freak off. She was getting an allowance. And if she didn't have a freak off, she wasn't getting paid. So, I don't like pocket watching. I hate doing that, but I got to find out how much her baby, how much child support is. 50 Cent was initially paying her a significant amount, reportedly $40,000 a month, which translates to $500,000. However, the details about child support remain unclear. Oh, it dropped to $6,700 a month, and a decrease from $33,000. Oh, okay, cool. 6,700. She getting 6,700 from Fifth. Diddy's paying for her rent. So she was just living straight off of. Remember, she was on the East Coast. Where the base of my voice go? Remember when she was living on the East Coast? She said she was broke as a motherfucker. She talked about doing OnlyFans. She was probably just living off of 50 cents, $6,700 a month, and just on Instagram taking photos and shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. So she was a bum. I gotta put it out there. We just gotta call it what it is. She was a bum. She was living off of child support. She seen the opportunity to get with Diddy, but we're not here for dumb decisions. The crimes that Diddy committed is what we're here for. But we just got to get a sense of her living conditions. So all she had was a 6,700 because, 110 times out of 9 times, they ain't got no jobs. They bums. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe what you see on the internet. They bums. I'm a bum too. Don't try to rob me. Don't ask me for any money. I ain't got it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm broke as shit. I ain't got it, and I don't like borrowing or sharing or giving money. So she was living off $6,700 a month. She got with Diddy. Diddy breaking her off $10,000, but obviously she's not doing any investment. She's just buying good clothes. She's taking photos. She's on these trips with Diddy. You don't see her with Diddy. Diddy didn't put her on a private flight. Whole time she's trafficking drugs to wherever she's going because Diddy's there dropping that bag off, calling up prostitutes, bringing them through. So she's doing a lot of illegal shit. But all of this ties back to Diddy because the flights, Diddy's. Who's paying for it? Diddy. Who's buying the hotel rooms? Diddy. Who's paying the freak offs? Diddy. You see what I'm saying? Who's giving her the drugs to bring to her, to bring to him? Diddy. Yeah, she was an influencer. She's influencing. I don't know who the fuck they influencing, but let me tell you something. I'm a bad influence guy because I'm about to go pop open a Truly. I'm gonna take a little bit of yak because it's early. It's only 5:45, but we're gonna do a little bit of yak. I'm gonna chill because I do gotta get up in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna pop a Truly open. We're gonna get this thing cracking in a minute. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me see where we at. 56. Let's get we need 25 more likes. Let me get 25 more likes and we'll continue this thing on. Okay. Wait. We missing something. 7 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Okay. So the last time she had a hotel party was August 24 at the 2-star address. I only saw Don in Miami. Who is this? Paul. When was this last time? In the July. Before that, very often. What did you think Paul did? A personal trainer to Diddy in LA, Miami, and Turks. Diddy got some. Hey, Diddy got something. It's something about Diddy and personal trainers. Diddy, you don't need no more personal trainers, man. Didn't that white boy take your girl? Yeah, that nigga Alex took your girl and got 20 M's off your dumb ass. Why you keep fucking around having these personal trainers around your girls? So I guess Paul was a trainer to Diddy. And let's see what they said. A personal trainer for Sean. They did a freak off in LA, Miami, and Turks. So we know that they had to fly to all these locations. Comey, how did Paul get there? He booked his own travel or he'd already be there. Who's this? A man named Leo. I met him through Sean for one of these nights. I met him on my birthday, the last time, 2023. Where did you see Leo? In LA. What else did you call him? Italian. So now we got to add on the 13 that we had with Cassie, David, Clayton, Jules, Punisher, Islander, Tommy, Greg, Jonathan, Red Baseball Hat, Ash. Paul is still around. Jake. Now we got Paul is still around. We got Leo, aka Italian. Who else we have? We got Don. So Leo and Don, we got to add them to the list. Leo, Done. Paul's been around forever. Leo is the Italian. Who's this? A guy Sean brought into a night in 2021. What happened? Sean said he had someone coming over. I was oh, yeah, what? Oh, so this is the same thing. This is back at the hotel. Okay. He looked sweaty. He didn't look nice. He kind of smelled. What did you do? I tried to make it work. I tried to seduce him with my body. He just kept sweating so much. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels. Oh, we got to put stinky nigga. Yeah, we got to put stinky nigga on the list too. Stinky nigga. STINK. Wow. And they said, I'll keep my little 9 to 5. So there was some guy in. Let's look at this hotel. Look what these suites look like. You know, we always got to get a feel of what the room, you know what I mean? Wait, did she say in LA? Okay, where did you see Leo? In LA. Sean brought a guy over. Emmerich. I guess it's the LA one. I guess that's what. So this is the hotel she's talking about. We're going to see what these suites look like. Since 1975, Beverly Hills. What a time to be alive. Boy, I'm telling you, if I was born in the 70s, y'all may have never, ever seen who I was, man, because I ain't going to lie to you, I would have been stuck off in the game, bro. Oh, we going to the big suite. Ooh, wee. You know this room was oily as hell. And it's wood floor. Ooh. You move these couches out the way and roll that rug back. Ooh, wee. Oh, this the TV Diddy had the endowment on. Oh, Lord, look at this room. I like to pull all this back, throw the baby oil on the ground and run and slide across that thing. Damn, all they showing is that the living room so damn big, it's 5 slides. Look how big the living room. They had to give you 5 slides so you know what's going on here. Ooh, wee. Ooh, a table for 10. Ooh, with the breakfast. Okay. Oh, look at the kitchen. Nice little kitchen. Decorative. Ooh, they got the office too. Okay, this is probably where Diddy was back here. He thought he was boss man. He moved that table out the way, being his robe. He got Jane Doe and Leo over here playing chess with each other. Checkmate. Oh Lord, you know this bed was toe up. You know this bed was toe up from the floor up. Oh, baby oil everywhere. Ooh, look at that bathroom. We need extra towels. This whole bottom needs to have towels on there because it's about to get oily. Oh, then they would go get in this bathtub, take a shower while they on E. Ooh, they got some books they can read while they in the bath. Oh, no, you know they was in here going crazy. Oh, man, and you can get a massage in your room. Yeah, this is where Diddy was staying. Let me see what the Palm Suite look like. Let me just see. We do got some updates. Let me just see real quick. Oh, shit, the Palm Suite ain't bad either. A little close, but oh, they got a grand piano in here. Same bed, kitchen a little smaller. Okay, yeah. Diddy was in the big boy suite. All right, let's go back to these updates. So she said he looked sweaty. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels. What was he wearing? Nothing. Sean said, do you what? All right. So we'll reread this so we can get an understanding of what's going on here. Sean brought a guy in. Who is this? A guy Diddy brought in 2021 to the hotel. He looked sweaty. He didn't look nice. He kind of smelled. What did you do? I tried to make it work. I tried to seduce him with my body. He just kept sweating so much. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels. What was he wearing? Nothing. Diddy said, do you want to taste it? I said, I'm not feeling this. What did Sean do? He laid me down and I started having sex with him. Where was the man? Hovering over me. He was sweating on me. Then what? Sean told me to look at the man's private part, but it wasn't happening. Sean told him no worries and the man left. Then what? Sean told me he had someone else coming over. Paul, I was blindfolded. Sean wanted me to touch him. I took a liking to Paul. I was more comfortable. I thought he was handsome and nice and he had a warm energy. Did you want to have X with him? No, but if I had to have X with someone, I guess it was not as bad with Paul. What's this? God damn. We got Stinky Man. Paul came back over, and now we got to add a nigga by the name of Michael. What's this? A photo of a name named Michael. I saw him twice in 22 or 23 in the edition Los Angeles. Okay, the edition Los Angeles. We can see what that hotel looked like too. Sean said something new was coming. Then, like just a bit later, Sean was having small talk with this guy on the balcony. He invited me out. I'm thinking it's the edition. Yeah, it's the edition, not the edition. Oh, this is nice. Oh, yeah, this is nice here. Let's see what these suites look like in this hotel. Oh, we going. They said they was on the balcony. Oh, we got a penthouse and we got the loft terrace. I like this loft terrace right here. This one looks exquisite. Oh, yeah, that's nice right there. That's nice right there. But I don't think Diddy's buying this one. It got a king bed. No, that's too small of a room. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't a proper freak off room. And here we go, the suite, superior penthouse. Okay, just the penthouse. This is okay. I like the open floor plan. A little generic to me, you know what I mean? Like when I sit down to eat, I need to have back support. So yeah, okay. I mean, this is all right. It's a change of scenery. Simplistic. Uh-huh. Yeah, very all white. Yeah, simplistic. Yeah, okay. Still not better than this. But the penthouse is straight though. Penthouse is straight. They got a dope nightclub in the basement. Yeah, I mean, shit. Party all night, freak off all day. Let's see what other updates we have. Took a like in the palm. Blah, 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 blah. Jane gives more details about the X encounters between her and Diddy and other men. Jane said the hotel nights with Diddy were frequent between May 21, October 23. Jane and Combs were on a break from October 23 to February 24. She said after they got back together, the ex encounters only occurred at Diddy's Miami home. They were also less frequent. So after February, they were at this house here, this bathroom, these pills, these guns, this Astroglide and rubber ducks, these high heels, the bondage, the ding dong ring. Yeah, so this is where all the freak offs were going down. They were no longer hotel parties. They turned back into freak offs, but they were just in Miami. So I guess the girls don't go visit Miami because this bathroom is terrible. And then in the closet here, you just see, well, you got like women clothes in here, but then you got like a dildo here. You got remote controls, all the security. Yeah, so they got all the tapes. They got all these tapes from Diddy, so it ain't no denying it now. There ain't no saying, oh, it's just a toxic relationship. Oh, man. Yeah, lawyered up, but if I had to have X with someone, I guess it's not so bad with Paul. Language of compulsion. I wonder whether the government will explore why she felt she had to have X with someone. That's important. Yeah, I mean, like it's either you had to do something or something was going to happen to you. So she said she thought Michael was attractive. See, my computer don't be. She said I thought Michael was attractive. He's from a website. Who is this? I don't know his name. I met him on my birthday in 23. One of these nights. What happened? Sean told me to come to Miami. We would be alone. He was so sweet. Yeah, so total we're including Cassie's 13. I think we're at like 20 right now. But this is just 20. This is just 20 that have been identified. There's more than just these two that were having freak offs. So it's probably like, if we're honest, Diddy's probably had over 50 men's DNA on his body, man. The last encounter was in August of 24. Jane said she didn't know how many different men she had X with during the hotel nights over the span of their relationship. When did Diddy get arrested? September 16th. So it could have been late August, August 31st. 16 days later, Diddy got locked up. But it was at least a month in between the last time she had a hotel night and the time that Diddy got arrested. So if you guys think back, you remember when they were doing some testifying about Diddy's arrest in New York? They said that there was women's clothing in the hotel. So how were they sure? Remember when they were talking to the investigator that did the arrest? Well, I think was it the head FBI or was it? No. It was the photographer. Cassie defense approach. Cassie defense. Special agent Don David James. Cassie's mom. Punisher special agent. I think it was day 7 when they arrested Diddy. There was women's clothing in the New York hotel. He was in the Park Hyatt Hotel. So she was with, maybe she was the one with Diddy. Remember, she said she was with Diddy up until his arrest. When Diddy got arrested, they said there was female clothing in the hotel. Remember, there was X, there was Molly, MDMA. All of that was in the hotel room. We know that she flies from LA to Miami, LA to New York, LA to Turks with drugs. Now, Diddy wasn't flying. Diddy flew to New York. Remember, Diddy was down in Miami, but Diddy flew to New York to be closer because they said they were cooperating with the police. So she may have flew in with some drugs, took it to the hotel. Diddy went out and did whatever he was doing. Then they finally arrested him because they were trying to say, how can you say that the drugs were Diddy's if there was women clothing in there? Maybe it was the woman. And we know that Jane Doe has been trafficking drugs. So maybe they knew this too. So it's like, all right, well, fuck it. We're going to put that shit on her. They didn't think that she was going to testify. But then that subpoena dropped. She had to testify and tell the truth because if not, she'll probably get in trouble. Now, we didn't hear that Jane Doe was getting immunity or not because she's a victim, but it's really a witness in this case. I mean, there'll still be a victim up under the ex-trafficking part. So maybe she's the one that was in New York. Because she said she had she would still be around. She's having freak offs with this nigga all the way up until August of 24. 15 days later, we can assume that it might have been her. Young Miami, we haven't heard nothing about Young Miami. But then again, we still haven't even got to the abuse part yet. So it might be a moment where she says, oh, I was mad at him for being with Young Miami or a girl named Carisha, and then he punched her or something. Now, this is all just make-believe right now, what I'm talking about. So don't take this as part of the trial, but we're just trying to find out if Young Miami is going to get tied in. Because at first we thought it was Gina, but Gina ain't got no kids. So we found out that it's Daphne Joy. But yeah, y'all gonna be like, damn, man, you trying to bring somebody? I don't give a fuck. We're gonna bring Young Miami into this motherfucker. We'll throw Young Miami into this because remember, Young Miami told us that she was a city girl, so this is her type of lifestyle. So it's time for her to come forward and show us that she's really about that city girl lifestyle. That's what I want to see. Somebody that's about that life. Don't talk about it. I want to see you be about it. That's what I want to see. Everybody that's tough, I always want to see them be tough. You don't never see the gangsters acting tough with the judge. I wonder why they always just sit there. You know what I mean? You would expect somebody that's just hardcore gangster. When the judge says something, tell the judge, shut your bitch ass up. But we don't never see that in the courtroom. All we hear is yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. The judge told Diddy to stop looking at the jury. That nigga Diddy ain't looked at the jury 1 second. What'd you say? No, I can't even look at you. You might want to come on the other side of me because I ain't looking that way. The jury over there, I don't want the judge to get on my ass today. What you say? Okay, yeah. Tell my mom I love her, but I ain't looking. I don't want them to even think that I got eyes in the back of my head. I'm looking at you, Your Honor. Come on, man. Okay, here we go. Now we got a story. Again, disclaimer. She said she thought Michael was attractive. He was from a website. Who is this? I don't know the name. I met him on my birthday in 23. One of these nights, what happened? Diddy told me to come to Miami. We would be alone. He was so sweet. We were eating sushi at Nobu in the hotel. Diddy said, we have entertainment. I gulped and said, entertainer? What did he say? It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out. He said, it's your birthday. I just accepted it. Why? I don't know. Upstairs, this man comes in. It was routine. I'm like a robot. I'm getting this guy comfortable, sobs. Do you need a break, Jane? She said, you said you were robotic. What do you mean? I have done this so many times. I could just tune it out. My partner likes to see. I just turn into this person. What do you mean you turn into another person? Elaborate, please. A person who can just do this. What happened? I was much quicker with this person. He felt more like a stranger to me than anyone. I don't want to do this on my birthday. I asked Sean for a condom. Where was he? He was behind this. Whoa, wait a minute. I asked Sean for a condom. Where was he? He was behind this man. He gave me these dirty looks. You better not ask me for no fucking condom. I could just hear that. What else did you hear him say? Objection, Your Honor, overruled. The judge said, we watching this, we seeing everything, we hearing everything. You better not ask me for a fucking condom. It's your birthday. You gonna like it. So Diddy's behind this nigga. We don't know if Diddy's naked. We don't know what the fuck Diddy. Why are you behind this nigga? We don't even like standing behind niggas in lines. We keep distance. So, you know, whenever you in a line at the checkout counter, you leave distance so people can walk through, common courtesy, and you don't want to be all up on somebody. Like, we leave distance. What's Diddy doing behind this nigga giving dirty looks? You better not ask me about no motherfucking condom. What the fuck is this nigga Diddy doing? This nigga's different. What else did you hear him say? Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. Nah, the judge said, nah, because this isn't hearsay. This is her, and this is what Diddy told her. Now, if she was to say Diddy told him to tell me something, then we got to exclude that because that didn't come from the source. So hearsay is hearing from somebody else. But when you hear it from the source, it's not hearsay. This is what I heard. This is my story. This is what I heard from Diddy. So Diddy was behind the man. He kept giving her dirty looks, talking about, you better not ask for a fucking condom. What else did you hear him say? I didn't want to sour the mood. Why didn't you want to sour the mood? I just didn't want my partner unhappy with me. Do you need a break? No, I'm okay. What happened next? I'm ready. If you're ready to tell us. Oh, yeah, we're ready. We are ready. We are here. We are locked in. We ain't going nowhere. No pun intended. I didn't want to sour the mood. What happened next? If you're ready to tell us. Sean gave him a condom, but then walked away. He was so disappointed. The guy finished. I can't remember where. What next? The man left. We switched rooms to a bigger suite. And then what? Sean was more loving. He was celebratory. He had a cake there and balloons. Then Sly comes. Any talk? No. It was just hours and hours of that, pleasing this guy, doing so much, just doing all of it. Foreplay, things I know my partner wants to see, going back and forth. It was morning. Then what did Sean say? That Don was coming. What did you say? Nothing. Like it was fun. Why? I love my partner. What did you do with Don? Sex. Let's break for lunch. Ah! God damn, on her birthday was one nigga we don't know the name of. Another nigga, I think we heard of this nigga before. Paul came over. Was it Paul? No, it was Sly. Then after Sly got done, then Don came in. It was just doom, 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 doom all night. She didn't want to do this on her birthday. Oh, man, let's break for lunch. Nigga, we don't, hey, take us to a softer moment in the story. We not trying to eat lunch knowing that this happened. We not trying to eat lunch knowing that after each one of these Negroes finished, Diddy wanted that shit rubbed on them. We can't go take a lunch, Your Honor. Get us to like evidence of like a gun or something. Get our mind. We don't want to go to lunch with this being the last thought in our mind. What the hell, Your Honor, please. On behalf of the jury, we don't want to go to lunch after looking at the pictures and hearing this story. Can we get to a point where it's like, okay, you guys are just having a walk on the beach, maybe just using drugs? We don't want to go take lunch after hearing a freak off on the birthday that she didn't want with 19 niggas and some niggas we don't even know the name of. It's just some random nigga she met on a birthday. And then out of nowhere, Diddy got baby oil and a birthday cake. I don't even know how those two go together, but he had a birthday cake, balloons. He had the goddamn freak off set off. He had niggas outside the door waiting. Like he said, after the first nigga left, he leaves and in the other room slides in there. So they go through the room. Lottie D, we done. She kind of crying probably. They go in the next room, Sly sitting in there with his dick out. Diddy like, yeah, I know you like that dick because I like that dick. Whoa, Diddy, what the fuck? But that's Diddy. So Diddy like, yeah, happy birthday. Pour the goddamn oil on her. Put some cake in her face, eat the cake, anime, and then put Sly to work. Sly get done, and then the next nigga Don come in, and it's morning time when they got done with Sly. So that means the first guy was in there for 3 or 4. Then Sly was out there for 3 or 4. It's morning time. Then Don comes up in here, and then they tell us we got a break for lunch after hearing all of that shit. Man, what the hell? Nah, Your Honor, you got to take us to a different. This is not a good stopping point. Niggas can't even eat right now. I'm gonna be hungry the second half of this bitch because I done heard this bullshit and you talking about go eat lunch. What? She was talking about sushi. Well, I don't want sushi for a while because I know with sushi, you got to go to a hotel party. I don't like hotel parties. I went to one hotel party in my life and that shit got shot up. And after that, I said, I ain't fucking with these niggas no more. That's actually the first place that my car got shot up is when we were leaving a hotel party. It wasn't that one, but we was outside and we pulled up and, you know, niggas ended up getting shooting. But I don't fuck with hotel parties. And now we got to go take a lunch after we done heard 47 nigga names, 19,000 freak calls, 457,223 bottles of baby oil have been used, and they went to 45 different cities, 13 different states, 4 different countries, and trafficked drugs all throughout the motherfuckers just to end up taking a break at a part where 3 niggas just had 3 4-hour shifts rotating with this Jane Doe. This is where you want to take a break at? We don't want to take a break here, Your Honor. We don't have an appetite right now. Take us back to drugs or something. Take us back to them taking the shower or like on the beach getting a massage or something, Your Honor. Don't stop us right here where we're talking about 3 niggas in 3 rooms, dicks out, and Diddy's happy. We don't want to stop here. This is not where we want to stop. Take us to a place that is calm. You know, when you go out and you look at the lake, the water is calm. You just out there. You can chill. You sitting down. You got your little nice little blanket out. Yeah, you just laying there. You look at the sky, the clouds. Give us a good moment to stop on. We don't want to go to lunch with goddamn dicks on our mind. You know what I mean? Not on mine, because I ain't thinking about that shit. But I'm just saying for the jurors, they ain't trying to go to lunch with this being the last thing they hear. Like, Your Honor, how we gonna eat when that's the last thing you done said? And y'all done ordered glizzies today. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Glizzy Friday. They done order 5 glizzies per person, and this is where we stopping at. Ain't nobody trying to stop here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have come to a break. She's been on the stand for 2 hours. All right, so that's what we got there. And we got a lunch break, guys. We got us a lunch break. Jane leaves. Diddy's lawyer, Mark, said, can we have a quick sidebar with the government about something I like the court's advice on? Yes. All right, man. Y'all, I mean, what y'all thinking so far, man? Are we all right? We good? It ain't too graphic. We'll see what CNN got to say. How long is this break?